right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. Just any way you do, that's all right. It's all right.
We're listening to Elvis's very first hit single on Sun Records in 1955. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Born in 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi, poor white trash from the poor side of the tracks. Very poor. Family moved to Memphis in 1948 when Elvis was about 13. Elvis attended high school in Memphis. He got a recording contract at Sun Records with Sam Phillips, very important and influential producer. Sam Phillips also produced and helped get started Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, the writer of Blue Suede Shoes. So we were listening to That's All Right Mama, his very first single, Elvis Presley. Why was Elvis Presley so important? Why was he the king? He really had this biracial appeal. He could appeal to blacks, he could appeal to whites. Nobody else really came close at that time to doing this. Bill Haley and Buddy Holly were both too white, too country. Jerry Lee Lewis was really too black, also had a homosexual background, which of course was very frightening to many southern white people. And he really was just operating in the older jump blues style, whereas Elvis really crossed all generations, really crossed all musical styles. He was listening to country, he was listening to gospel, he was incorporating blues and R&B, he was incorporating it all, even the old Frank Sinatra crooner styles. Plus his image, he could have the image of the greaser hood or the image of the church-going southern boy with his Christian gospel music. His patriotism, he joined the Army in 1958, always paid his taxes. He was a polite southern boy. He could be all things to all people. Elvis Presley, he had 5 big hits with Sun Records in the 50s. That's All Right Mama, Good Rockin' Tonight, Milk Cow Blues, Baby Let's Play House that we heard on our introductory lecture in our assignments folder, and last, Mystery Train. But then his career really exploded when he signed in 1956 with RCA Records and had the monster single, the double-sided single, Hound Dog and Don't Be Cruel, a 2-sided single. Both songs were #1. His first big hit, though, was with RCA in 1956 was Heartbreak Hotel. Also, he had All Shook Up and Love Me Tender that year. We'll hear Heartbreak Hotel in just a minute as we close out our little video lecture. He joined the Army in 1958, but before he joined the Army, he did have 4 movies, Love Me Tender, Jailhouse Rock, and King Creole being 3 of them. I don't recall the 4th one. Lots of people think he didn't really get into the movie career till after the Army. Not true. He was in a movie as early as 1956, Elvis Presley. So we'll end this with his big RCA hit, 1956, his first RCA hit, Heartbreak Hotel. There is a shot of Elvis from the movie Jailhouse Rock. Here's a little bit of Heartbreak Hotel, RCA Records, his first huge hit in 1956, a million seller. Elvis sold over 10 million records in 1956, a huge accomplishment for the times. Heartbreak Hotel, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street, that Heartbreak Hotel where I'll be just so lonely, baby. Well, I'm so lonely. I'll be just so lonely, I could die.